Hello friends, welcome to my channel Clinical Biochemistry by Dr. P.K. Prabhakar. Today we are going to see the deuterion and the isoelectric pH. In our previous lectures we have already discussed and the video already uploaded on my channel about the basic introduction about the amino acids. So, this is a property of amino acids, you can call it. So, first we will say what is the basic structure of amino acid, then we will come to deuterion and isoelectric pH. So, as we know, basic amino acids structure is, it will have a central carbon and then it will have a hydrogen ion, a R group, and then it will have a acid group and it will have a amino group. So, this is the basic structure of any amino acids, where R groups are varying in different amino acids. So, the simplest amino acid which is glycine, where R is equal to H. So, this is the basic structure of amino acid, but amino acid normally it does not exist in this forms. So, amino acid normally exist in ionized form. So, we are going to see that one also. So, this is the normal structure of amino acids. Think about at the normal pH. If we will decrease pH, so if I am going towards the think this is pH 7. So, this is at pH 7. If I am going decreasing the pH means I am going towards acidic side. In the acidic side, where H plus ion will be available in surplus amount. So, what will happen? This H plus will be taken by some of the group of amino acids, and we know the tendency of H plus ion, uptake of H plus ion is normally the basic group have a tendency to take H plus ion. So, this H plus will be taken by this basic group. So, ultimately this will be converted into C H, it will be R, and this will be H, and it will have a positive charge. So, when we are going to decrease the pH towards the acidic side, normally amino acid exists at the positive charge form, at a positive ion. Similarly, if we will go and increasing the pH means H plus ion is going to decrease. So, where H plus ion is going to decrease, here H plus ion increases, here H plus ion decreases. So, when H plus ion is going to decrease, so that time this amino acid will lose their H plus ion. So, ultimately the H plus ion donation tendency, here the H plus ion removal tendency, that acid group normally donates H plus ion. So, this will be converted into, this is central carbon, this is H, this is R, and this will be H. So, it means when we are going to decrease the pH towards acidic side, means low pH, that time amino acid will have a positive charge. So, that remember, when you are going to decrease the pH towards acidic side, amino acid will have a positive charge. When you are going to increase the pH towards alkaline side, that time amino acid will have a negative charge. But on the way there will be a certain conditions at a specific pH, where this group is also going to be charged, means this H plus will be low and this it will have a H plus ion. So, ultimately a amino acid exists in this form. So, this is a conditions at certain specific pH, one amino acid exists in positive charge as well as negative charge, means overall amino acid will have a zero charge, amino acid will be neutral pH. So, that pH, so the pH, it is a specific pH. So, at a pH at which amino acid exists in this forms, at which total overall charge will be 0. how overall charge will be 0? It is having one positive charge and one negative charge. So, one positive plus one negative. So, overall it will be 0 charge, means electrically this amino acid is neutral, rather it will have a positive charge, it will have a negative charge, but overall it is having a equal charge is 0, overall charge is 0. So, this type of forms is called as deuterion. So, amino acid exists at a specific pH in a special structure where the number of positive charge is equal to the number of negative charge. So, overall electrically it is neutral, and that ionized forms of amino acid is called as deuterion. This deuterion does not exist at every pH. So, for every amino acid there is a specific pH where it exists in the form of deuterion. That pH where this form forms, that is called as its isoelectric pH, or it is also called as isoelectric point. So, this is our isoelectric pH or isoelectric point. So, for every amino acids we are having roughly 20 amino acids, if you are not going to include pyrrolysine or cellulose acids, otherwise we will have 22 amino acids. So, for all the 20 or 22 amino acids there is a specific pH. So, for 22 amino acids we will have 22 different pH, 22 different isoelectric point, 22 different isoelectric pH. So, for every amino acid we are having a specific pH at which it exists in the form of deuterion, that is called as its isoelectric point or isoelectric pH. So, hope it is clear for you.